Alright, computer control board, Bnsf contract local and maintenance manual, chapter 6, equipment replacement, computer board, brake system, had a design, ease of maintenance, some of the system, command within manifold mounted with the pneumatic control unit, the replacement, proceed with the equipment that can be easily accomplished. Section provides removal of the installation, proceed with the major component of the brake system, the general, proceed with the 621, however they should apply by the aim of the work accomplished with the brake system. 62 replacement procedure warning before starting with the work, proceed with the described in this chapter, make sure that all the safety precautions outlined in chapter 3 preparation of the maintenance have been completed. The important work with the component device, remove the pipe bracket with the portion manifold, all the mounting gap, like O-rings, and seal with the must be replaced with the refer to the New York Airbrake Illustrated Parts Catalog, Bnsf of the replacement part and name, reference to airflow installation of the replacement with the reference with the made in chapter 5 of the single car test procedure, remove all the components of the brake control unit, the exterior strip of the brake control unit with the cleaning before removing any portions of the developed wiping stuff of the clean and inline free. Likewise, install the component of the respective mounting strip of the manifold valve of the clean the components prior to the replacement of the components. The dead end toe valve, the replacement dead end toe valve, they utilize the manifold attachment, some of the component of the brake system, the normal light maintenance unit with the accomplished replacement of the malfunctioning component, the leave of the manifold with the permanently attached to the cover, however, the event with the desired replace the entire unit of the procedure accomplished with the detailed locomotive builder's information. Whenever the component with the dead end toe of the valve of the exterior strip of the dead end toe valve of the clean before removing any of the portion device, the wiping stuff of the lint pre-cloth, likewise, and some of the component of the respectively mounted strip of the manifold valve of the cleaning with the 10 minutes prior to the placement of the components. Observe with all safety precautions outlined in Chapter 3, preparation of the maintenance of the computer control brake system, the undepressed of the before any type of the system is made. Serve the unit. The DB system portion, item 4, the removal of the cotter pin, 7, the remove the handle, 6, remove the 3 hex nuts, 3, screw the DB service portion of the manifold, the DB10 service portion, 4 with the manifold 1, remove the gasket 5, discard and install the stem guard on the stem, then remove the installation, remove the stem guard, install the new gasket 5 on the stem of the manifold 1, install the DB10 service portion 4 on the stem of the manifold 1, screw the 3 next hex nut 3 with the tight nuts, 3 with the 62 and plus or minus 2 foot-pounds of dry torque. Piston valve item 11 with the dynamic DBI indicator, remove the hex 2 hex and head cup for 10 with the manifold 1, remove the position of valve 11, manifold 1 installation, show the piston valve 11, the mask and mounting gaskets are properly in place with the installation valve 11 onto the manifold 1 and secure the plate for the 2 hex gap, screw the 10. Double check valve with the removal to remove the hex head, 2 hex, screw the 8 with the manifold 1, then remove the double check valve with the 9 with the remove the manifold 1 and shove the double check valve with the 9. Mounting gaskets are properly in place, install the double check valve with the 9 onto the manifold 1, secure the plate for the 2 hex, screws 8. Alright, your key figures, manifold choke, hex nut 3, 4 DB, service engine, service portion 5 gasket, 6 handle, 7 cotter pins, 8 hex head screws, 9 double check valve with lead, 10 hex head cap screws, 11 piston valve for that 12 pad thread cap protector. And this shows your 6-1 dead end toe valve component replacement. Alright, 63 brake valve control. The brake valve controller utilize the piping to connect directly with the vent valve backing over the control of the piping connect with the pneumatic controller unit with the complete within procedure removal of the installation detail locomotive builders information brake valve controller utilize the fiber optic cable to transmit the brake coming in with the computer relay in event of the replacement of the unit is needed with the care of the be taken to disconnect and reconnect with the optical cable of the brake valve controller. Operating, observe all safety precautions outlined in Chapter 3, preparation of the maintenance of the computer control brake system of the depressure before any the made with the sort of unit the brake valve controller, remove the locomotive builder information, remove the brake valve controller with the console of the locomotive, unscrew bolt 3, and remove the vent valve 2 with the back off of the brake valve controller 1, install the detached vent 2 of the brake valve controller 1 using the bolt 3. Our key figure 6.2, the V6.8 brake valve controller, vent valve, and bolt. So here's your brake valve controller with a bolt. Alright, computer relay unit. The computer relay unit utilizes the instrument with the seal of the computer electron with the outdoor element normally made with the unit with the accomplishment of the replacement of any of the malfunction components, leaving the chassis permanently attached with the locomotive, however, the event with the desired replacement of the entire unit. Proceed with the accomplishment of the detailed locomotive builders and information before removing the computer relay unit. Make sure all of the computer relay units have been turned off, observe all the safety precautions outlined in Chapter 3, preparation of the maintenance of the computer control brake and system pressure before any type of attempt is made. The strip of the unit remove figure 6.3, 6.4 with the page 6 and 10 and 6 and 11. Remove the unscrew the 1 to do not turn all the way out. Turn the rotating clips 2 with 180 degrees. Cover the 3 with the rim. Remove them and went over the any one of the relays remove the roof without unscrewing the miniature screw. They were built with the relay of pulling the relay with a socket by hand. All cable connectors on the front of the interface until the computer release them attached in the same way. Refer to figure 6.4 with the 6.11 and SVJ with the boards on only exemption for the help and place with the screw with which the part of the cable connector. All computer cards are removed with the loosening the screw located in the top of the bottom of the card face with the pulling the board with out of the slot of the computer case installation. Installation computer board, side board of the slot of the computer case with the last of the 14 if the a 14th of an inch, a quarter of an inch of the travel of the heart of the inch of the tube of the board sliding into the back of the plane connector board does not recover the much force to seat in the back of the plane connector. Therefore, do not force the whole board back out with to make sure that it is in tightly slotted head screw on the face of the board. Install cable connector to the front of the SVJ board of the tighten the screw of the connector. So located in the front of the board. So I attach all cable connectors from the computer board. See Figure 6.4. Insert the relay of the socket of the height and miniature screws so relays cannot vibrate. Loose install cover 3 with the closure retaining clips and back to their original position, tightening bolts 1 to seal cover. And then it shows your relay interface board, cable connector, SV boards, SP controller, connector, relays, computer board, IO, computer connector, boulder, and retaining clips, cover. Alright, electrical connector inspection. Inspect all pneumatic control boards. Assure slotted screws are tight. The connectors flush and snug locking tabs. Engage all top 10 line pins. Pressure until the fully seated lock and bottom latch. Alright, pneumatic control unit replacement. Pneumatic control unit with a manifold attachment. Some of the components of the brake assist for the minimal maintenance unit of the accomplishment of the replacement. A with the malfunction component of the lead with the manifold permanently attached to the cover. Over the event with the desired play for the entire unit. The procedure accomplished with the detailed locomotive information, remove the installation procedure for the replacement. Each individual mounted pneumatic control unit are given an NYR 380. Removing the components of the pneumatic control unit exterior with the surface of the pneumatic control unit clean before moving any portion of the device, wiping off the clean, let free the cloth. Likewise, install the component of the respective mounting of the surface of the manifold out to be clean of the components of the replacement of the components. Observe all safety precautions outlined. Chapter 3, preparation for the main with the computer control board, braking system, depressurize any attempt of the being made with the surface of the unit. Chapter 7, System Equipment. General information section provides a list of the wiring diagrams, piping diagrams, of the braking system, and then it shows the maintenance of the page left bin, blank intentionally. Chapter 8, New York Air Brake Association, KNOR, it's computer brake, the GB fault codes. General information section provide a list of fault codes displayed on the digital input board. Some of the fault codes listed on the following page are not active and are in use, and they show the fault codes. And I'm totally done with all computer control board braking, you know. And they show the messages, and I'm done with this. Like,